Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. It is me, Ruth Carter, the Liberty Coach, and today I'm going to be sharing with you one of the parenting tools from the Strengthening Families, Strengthening Communities Toolkit. And today it is special time. So I wonder if, as adults, you get to spend much special time with yourself, let alone any of your children. But we are going to be covering that today. So good evening and welcome. So today, hello Trisha. Evening, lovely to see you. Lovely to see you today. I hope you're doing well. Hope your little one is well as well. So we're going to be looking at special time today. So good evening and welcome to this platform where we get to discuss. So you have the opportunity of using the comments feed here on Facebook and on YouTube. So pop your questions in and we'll run through just a simple six-step process on special time. Bless you. So good to see you. So good to see you. So we're having just some time, just like as it always is, a nice, quick, short discussion. What does special time mean to you? Think about that for a moment. Today I wrote the blog post on special time, and it comes up very early on in the parenting program, week 1. So you start off with the introduction. It's more of a get to know you session, know what the program's about, the duration, the length of time, etc. But week 1, you literally start getting straight into it. And one of the things I was reflecting on today was special time. What I liked about it was initially you can start to repair, rebuild relationships very quickly, very early on. My children at the time were 12 and 8, so pretty young at the time to, be a parent on the course and engaging in the activities, because this becomes part of the follow-up activities where we share each week, before we get into the lesson, the follow-up activities that we've done from the previous week. And special time comes up very often, and then you get to share what you've done, and you get lots and lots of ideas as well. So sometimes people have been worried about special time costing money, spending things. Use what you already have in the house, in your garden, and now things are starting to open up a little bit. I think our Prime Minister said a few weeks ago about having picnics, but those are just some ideas. You can even have special time when you're already doing something. So you could be in a situation where you're doing runs or pickups. It's just you and your child in the car. And if you have more than one child, how this works is it's about spending time, quality time, with each one of your children. Good evening. I see another comment there. Hey, you're right. Good evening, Yvonne Michelle. Hope you're well. You've had a very busy week, but it's been good to see you. So I'm just covering special time this week as part of our parenting discussion. How do you get to spend special time? Where do you get to spare special time? For how long? What's the duration? There are some key steps which I'll go through in a few minutes, but I just want us to get an understanding of what does special time mean for you. Just think about that for a few moments and work out what do you think it feels for you to have special time? What are some of the things that ideas that you could help kind of navigate a situation for that? Good evening, Sharon. Lovely to see you. Bless you. Oh, yes, you are getting your parenting tips in. Bless you. Thank you so much. So, like I said, it doesn't have to cost any money. So, if you previously have things like cards, a card game, board games, or anything like that, you could use that as special time, especially if you've got little ones, a game, reading a book, bath time. You can incorporate special time. The only thing about it is you're calling it special time. You may be doing this all the while with your child, but you're not like allocating it a special time or a name to say this is the quality time I would love to be spending with you, and you're letting them know why, because you love them and you want to use that time to learn more about them. So for me, having that was two children. I used to do a lot of things together. So if we're doing activities, a lot of the time it was together, and I recognised for the first time that they're siblings. I'm raising them up together, but never really spent the time to get to know each of them individually. One likes games, one likes fashion, one likes tomato sauce, the other does not like tomatoes. You know, each of my children like and dislike different things, which helps to make up their characteristics, the things that they like and enjoy. So my son's a gamer, so I would actually muscle my way in, because creating special time when you've never done it before, and the children are, like I said, it was 8, 12, it is a bit late. But I was able to kind of do it with what they were existingly doing. So, being from the background that we are from, one of the things that we do take care of is our hair. So, with my daughter, a lot of our special time was done during hair time. It was a way of being connected. It was us actually talking about different things that were happening for her in her life. And as the time goes on and you stick to your times and plans, they get to build some certainty, knowing that you're actually going to be there. Being able to speak to you as a parent without you going off on one, or why did you do that, but them learning just to engage and build communication skills. I personally took a lot out of special time from the earlier periods, and when I did have the opportunities, I would do things like, because you see now we can't be doing all that with hospitality is not open, but me and my son would go to Costco, have a hot chocolate, just sit, how was school, what's going on, and he'll talk to me about a latest book that he's either read or friendship issues. And even tragically, my son's best friend's mum passed away. She was killed in a car accident, and it was able to support through, because special time was going on, but have that time just to hear how he was feeling. He'd talk about what his friend was going through. It was lots of stuff, because children share with other children. their experiences. And I would even say to my son, you know, I think you should go to Charms, find out if they've gone to Charms and got and had any referrals, because I'm one that, especially when it comes to grief in children's life, I do believe that that does need to be addressed. And sometimes the only person they have to talk to is their friends. So if we get in the habit of creating a special time, one, it lets you know who is in your child's life, what is going on, how they feel on specific topic matters, such as school, teachers, family members, neighbourhood issues. I've learned lots. I've learned about the postcode war in our area from a special time. I've learned about who and who's done what, where, when. We talk about current issues, things that have been happening within the world. And even now that they're older, the discussion has changed. But special time is just where you're using that time to build your child's self-esteem, really to identify who they are in their own character and appreciating them for who they are. And as the parent, you get to share some of your experiences, and you may find that some things you have had a similar experience. I was born here in the UK, so I went through the school system here. So I remember what my school life was like, and sometimes hearing their journey and being there to support and just encouragement, even if you're there sitting there and going, oh, yeah, I get you. You know, it's still just a time to listen to what they're going through and how they're experiencing it. And you can go further afield. You could even do things outside, picnics. I think me and my son, we're going to go on a picnic next week. We've been invited to a kitchen garden. So our plan for our special time is to take a drive and have a picnic in the kitchen garden, look at some flowers, look at some vegetables, and get some advice on some of the plants and the herbs that I'm growing. And for my son, it's one to get away, get out of the house, get out of the area, just have some time to reflect in the lovely greenery and smell the scents of the flowers and really just be together and appreciating yet another day. So, is this something that you do? Is this something that you would like to know more on? Because it's all in the blog post, and I can give you the quick step by steps, which is so easy to get you started in creating special time. I'd like to add that even though like our restrictions are lifting, special time within the corners of your house would be more along sitting, talking, doing gardening, maybe watching a favourite movie and having a discussion. What did you get out of it? A time for your child to even ask you questions, things that they may want to know. And this is a good time to also be transparent and let them know what is really going on. So I hope this has been useful. So I'm just going to quickly pop over to what it says in the book, so you, along with what is written in the blog post, can install these very easily. So for special time, it says here, step 1, spend special time with each child. So if you've got younger children, it's saying to do it for 15 minutes each day. Now, I'm sure you've got bedtimes, you've got time in the morning, depending on the time your child gets up. You have bath time, meal prep times. Those are things that you're currently doing. you could take 15 minutes out of that time and just cap it by calling it special time, and that it's consistent at the same time each day, just to spend some time with your child, find out how they're doing, how they're feeling, what they would like to explore with you in those 15 minutes. But it is really good time to spend 15 minutes. And this is geared for children aged around 4 upwards. And so it says for older children, it's 1 hour twice a week. What is older children? I would say teenagers, starting from the age of 13, 14, 15, 16 upwards, because that way you've got time. Sometimes teenagers take a long time to open up. And plus, they get to choose the activity that you would like to do. Something that is around in the home, gardening, walking, going for a walk, anything, or even a ride in the car. If you're doing things at specific times of the day, they go into a karate lesson, or which I know there's no karate lessons happening right now, but anything that you know, even if it's a shopping trip and it's a 10-minute journey, you are using that time in the car journey to have special time. It could be singing their favourite song. Who knows? The second is no questions, no direction, no criticism. That's the guide for us as the parents. So first is to listen to your child. Repeat what your child says. Only ask questions to help your child think, no interrogation. This is not the time to be aggressive. This is the time to have our listening ears on and our gentle kitten gloves on, because this is the time that we're giving to our child or children to really open up to us. And last, share information about yourself. That's just all in step 2. So if they are open up about something, allow them to talk it through. If there are questions that you want to ask, just do it in a way where it's not so intrusive, but it's to expand the conversation and the information that is free flowing between you. So step 3, if necessary, it says, have special time when you and your child are already together. And some of the examples I've already mentioned are bath times, riding in the car, walking to school, which says in the manual, but nobody really is walking to school these days because most are not open. And those children that are currently going back to school at the moment, the primary schools, that could be a time, if you're walking your child and you're in that situation, be a time to create that lovely special time experience. So the next step, step 4, is adults can trade off having special time with different children. So if you have more than one child, you are able to trade that time off. So I have 2 children. Now I know for some people are thinking, I'm not going to be able to fit this in if you've got anywhere between 4 or more children, but you can, because I'm sure that there is a time in your day that you get that moment to spend with each and every one of them, even if it is up to 10 to 15 minutes, then at least it's that time you get to spend. Even I was having a conversation with my neighbour, and one of the things she had mentioned was staggered bedtimes. She has an older child and a younger child, and I reflected, I used to do that as well, even if it was by half an hour. Sometimes you can use those opportunities to create special time then, because one child has gone up to bed, they've got settled, and while that one's settling, and you may be upstairs reading them their book, giving them their time, you then can come downstairs, and then the next child, you get that special time with them, and then they go up to bed, or like it was suggested in the manual, the bath times, etc. So then we have number 5, step 5, which is stating that if possible, schedule special time at the same time each day. So if it is for you around bedtimes, bath times, you generally do those things every day, roughly around the same time. The only thing you just have to add in is that you'll spend a special time. That's all. And number 6, not least, but it is the last one. It says, tell your child that you want to spend special time together because you love him or her. So I know it came up a few weeks ago but I think it was Sharon that mentioned the challenge of your child just not really wanting to spend that time with you, but not saying you per se, but just what if you've got those challenges that your child just is not complying or is in agreement with wanting to spend that time with you. There is no greater gift than the gift of love. And for you as the parent to verbally express that to your child, the answer, I'm sure, would be, yeah, I'd like to spend that time with you, because we generally like to spend time with people that we care and love very dearly. And it is a learning platform because you get to learn so much. What I've learned is my daughter, she's like a little entrepreneur. She's always having ideas, always being creative. She is a fantastic artist. So I get to see what she's doing because that's what she allows me into her world to show me her things. And I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away. Like, she's 20 now. We've been doing this since she was 12. So we've been building upon this, and believe you me, it got rocky. Yeah, it got rocky. There are times where you have these moments where it's like a breakdown, but I'm so glad that I kept persevering. It's special time because your hair needs doing. And I suppose I was lucky, or I wouldn't use the word lucky. Circumstances allowed it that we would always have that opportunity to be together because there are needs. And so my daughter needs her hair done. Like, she's asked, oh, um, can you wash and blow dry and straighten my hair? Yes, absolutely, because we have integrated special time. I could possibly be, 60, 70 years old, God willing, and be doing my daughter's hair, because I was doing my mum's hair from I was a young girl. Every time I'm around my mum, her hair gets done, but it's special time. You see, I'm a grown woman and I still enjoy special time with a parent. And you may not have a parent in your life, and my heart does go out to you, but I'm sure that you have networks in your community that you can spend that special time with. And it is just about getting the opportunity to share and to learn from the one that you're spending that special time with. So let me go to the comments and see what's happening there. Hey, you all right, Carol? Lovely that you're here on the live. What are you saying here? Yes, I am okay. I'm okay. And so I hope you have enjoyed that short moment of special time. It really is a good tip, good tool. And it encourages your children to come to you and to talk to you about the things that matter most to them. So if you have children that are 6-year-old, they might want to spend special time with you, playing their Lego, doing their Minecraft. What was it? We had an Xbox that my son used to play with, and I'm not very great at it, but I got involved because that's what he chose. So in order for us to spend special time, and he would just be playing and having a laugh and talking, just open freely. If that's how you want to do it, I was like, yeah, that's cool. But by any means necessarily. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, do you want to go for a hot chocolate? Hey, do you want to go for a walk? Come, let's go for a walk. And we'll just walk and talk and look and see what's going on around and just talk on different things. So these are just some ideas that I'm sharing what I've done, but there's been loads. There's been loads. Going to trips, castles. Like sometimes I've just got in the car and we've just gone for a drive and gone to the nearest fields and found some animals and just sat there and looked at them and really looked at, especially a cow, and looked at the cow and thought, gosh, look at that cow in that face. It's just anything that you can think of that is safe, that is going to bring you together and really help secure you by having better relationships with the ones that you brought here in the world and the ones that you didn't. Because if you've adopted your children and you want to create better relationships, special time is the way to go. I'm seeing a message here and it's saying here, all right. Okay, yes, because you had surgery, didn't you? So I'm hoping that you are taking good care of yourself and recovering very well. So I really appreciate you being here on live. And yeah, we're coming to that time. I'm coming down. I have enjoyed spending this time just talking with you. I hope that you enjoyed these 6 tips, steps into creating it. Look at the blog. I've already posted it up. You can click on the link. Feel free to share the love and continue to enjoy your loved ones and your family. That is it from me for now. God bless. Look after yourselves as things are opening up, as we know. But also, you just make sure that whatever you do, you have a lovely, lovely, lovely weekend. I really appreciate your time and the questions that you have given. And just the support, even just the shout outs and saying hi. I really, really appreciate that. So take care. God bless and lots of love to you all. Have a wonderful weekend. Look after yourselves. That's it for me. Goodbye.